Well, welcome to Stockholm. Both teams already on the floor. We're moments away from the first step towards the 2023 FIBA World Cup. And if it wasn't big enough, the opening tie on the road to the Philippines, Japan, and Indonesia. It's a local derby here in Stockholm as Finland are in town. Inside the Uvici Arena, 14,000 seat capacity, and we're going to be getting close to 9,000 people in this arena come tip time. And both these teams want to take that first step on the road to the 2023 World Cup. Coach Detman in the last stages of what's been a phenomenal program development exercise he's been through in Finland. They've already made the announcement that he will step down, and here's the home team. Tobias Borg, one of the 8 players on both teams that play their basketball outside of their home country. The quality from top to bottom of both rosters tells you all you need to know about this is World Cup basketball. Nicholas Spires, the big man, the 210 power forward, playing in the ACB in Spain at Real Betis. Now 27 years old, Nicholas Spires, feels like he's been around for a long, long time. Followed that well-trodden path from Scandinavia to Spain. We're going to pause right now for the national anthems of both countries, and we'll start with the Finnish national anthem.
Ja, då hoppas vi att ni tar ifrån tårna. Det är dags för den svenska nationalsången.
Du gamla, du fria, du fjällhöga nord, du tysta, du glädjerika sköna. Jag hälsar dig värnaste land upp på jord. Din sol, din himmel, dina ängder är gröna. Din sol, din himmel, dina ängder gröna. Du tronar på minnen från fornstora dagar, då ärat ditt namn flög över jorden. Jag vet att du är och du blir vad du var. Men jag vill leva, jag vill dö i Norden. Ja, jag vill leva, jag vill dö i Norden.
The referees officiating the game. Representing Latvia, Oskar Krusic. Representing Montenegro, Zdravko Krusic. Representing Italy, Benjamin Azar.
No, I can hear you clear enough, but I have no feel. And also on the fly pack, the SAT thing is got the red disconnecting sign up. Yep. Okay.
Ja, men med bara 2 minuter kvar så är det verkligen dags att ta pulsen på de olika hejaklackarna. Och ni ser lite bakom mig. Jag vill höra, har ni en finska-klacken på plats? Ja, men vi har hört att spelarna är här, men vad säger ni? Har vi svenska publiken här? Ja, men det är ju så här, ni som inte har varit på basket, ni vet att det är en väldigt aktiv publik alltid med, både offensivt och defensivt. Jag hoppas att ni är med oss här ikväll, för det ska dansas, det ska klappas, det ska skrikas, det ska helt enkelt bli alldeles, alldeles underbart. Nu är det bara sekunder kvar, så nu kör vi!
points. First foul. He's getting up to it. First foul. First up.
(11-8). Sweden still have the lead. Nice start by the Swedes. They've been really effective in sharing the basketball. Reverse layup is no good. Defensive rebound pulled in. Finland have a chance to cut into the margin or even tie it on this trip. Got a whistle on the play. Spires checks in, number 16, as Sweden to really build on this nice start. It's 11-8. Tobias Palmi on the free throw line makes the first. Two for two from the line, and well, we thought it was going to be frantic. We thought it was going to be intense. That little added spice of the local derby on top of the opening day of the World Cup qualifiers here. Game day 1, Group C action. And Borg will get Sweden into the half court. Not really the pick and roll. They flare off it though. And it's just a little congested. There'll be a foot violation. Reset to full team. Oleg did a really nice job rotating. Coach Darren Ash must be really pleased with the way his team have come out of the gate here. End line possession. Ball does a great job at not sticking here. Ball goes inside on the roll, and it's too much congestion, too much traffic. Muksuni will advance the basketball. Muksuni comes off the pick. In the lane, nice little pocket pass down low. They're going to have to recycle. Great cut, great power, what a block. Both teams just intense on the defensive end. Turns down the pick and roll, down the lane, nice kick, but throws it out of bounds. And it just needs that little bit of composure. Lindqvist trying to force the action. Akkanison gets in the lane, looks to dump, but you can see the rotation defensively by Finland was good down the other end. You can't but love the defensive rotation by Shibrovic. 11-10, just under 2 to go in quarter 1. Muksuni turns down the pick, and the opponent gets frustrated, wanting to come down off that deep cut. The three is gone, is long. And they just got out of sync a little. And Sweden, last 1:30 of what's been a frantic, intense, and very physical first quarter. Little weave action with the handoff. Ball still not got down low below the foul line, but soft roll on the hometown roll gets it good. And Borg opens it out to a 4-point lead, and that's what's called a home ring. Koponen off the screen, gets his feet set, pulls the trigger, is long, defensive rebound is corralled in, and Sweden are off again. Borg puts it on the floor against the closeout. Spires, feet set, is long with the three. Muksuni will slow this one down and try to get Finland into some rhythm here. Palmi, little handoff, Muksuni gets it. Is fouled as he drew a little contact. Jonathan Pearson, to an extent, gets suckered into the contact. Smart play. McShuney draws the contact. 32 seconds to go in quarter one, and Sweden have the 14-10 lead. Free throw is good. That's off defensive rebound pulled in. They're going to try and hold for the last shot. 10 to go. Chuni has it. Kopenons plants himself in the corner. That's a tough ask defensively. Not going to want to help off that. Chuni steps in. Little tough one. Doesn't get the drop. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. Well, it was never going to be that smooth, but it's ended 14-11. Sweden have that first quarter advantage. Well, no trips to the free throw line for Sweden. Very perimeter orientated. And Finland, quite remarkably for a team with the firepower it has from the three-point line, has yet to connect from deep. Oh, they are the best plays from that first quarter. And that tells you where the emotions come from. Both teams struggled and looked for some rhythm. And as we said, most surprisingly, Finland, a team that loves to run, to stretch the floor, has yet to make a three. And they have some serious three-point threat to call on. Well, Sweden have got to take advantage of the problems that Finland have from deep with the likes of Sasu Salin, Petri, Kopanonen, both across their careers 40+% three-point shooters. If Finland get their rhythm going, it's going to be a big ask for this Swedish team. Nice move to the ring, can't complete, poor finish. And Håkansson will get Sweden into the half court. Mid-post entry. A lot of dribble, foul on the play, and one. Super recognition. Gets away with a little hook. Nice protection of the basketball, soft off the glass for two. Gardafor's Bukaresti, small forward, completes the three-point play, and Sweden with the nice start to quarter two. Open out the 6-point lead. Tuni has it, takes the soft roll. Our opponent picks himself, peels himself off the floor even. Deep in the clock, the three is short. And not a lot of rhythm in with Finland with the basketball at the moment. Inside touch, Spies is fouled. Pitik opponent didn't like the matchup. Took one for the team. Nicholas Spies. Took that route to Barcelona as an age group player. Still finds himself in the ACB in Spain. Hansen moves it on. You have to take the long, tough two. Is no good. Defensive rebound is poured in. Bonin gives it up. That's more like the rhythm, but the three is short. That's finished basketball though. Get it deep. That's going to be an offensive foul. Sweden normally do a great job at taking care of the basketball. Opponent in the foul line, kicks. The open three is still, there's a lid on the basket. Finland just can't buy one from deep at the moment. Stop and pop in transition is good. Ludwig Hansen makes it a 10-point game. Timeout Finland. And Sweden, a team that does not really look to run and gun. Getting great option in transition. And has the 19-11 lead. And Coach Detman, seen enough, takes the timeout.
Hey, we can't win this game by shooting jump shots. We can't win this game by shooting jump shots. We gotta go to the basket, we gotta beat the basket, and then we gotta play better defense. We gotta put more effort on defense now.
Semmosaa suu, Elias, Kalle, Mikke. 2-3, 23, Jammu. We pass the ball, Sasso make a good screen. Here to Elias, put the basketball inside. Kalle go up, Mikke you here. And after that run the look, let's attack inside. And Elias catch the ball. You go here, Sasu. Jamar, you can curl. Screen for Sasu out, attack inside. And we get it out back. Inside out. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Well, assistant coach Tuovi with the detail on what they want to see next time down the floor. Detman, very, very strong. They're not going to win the game by jump shots. Absolutely right. Really technically proficient Finland. Inside, outside is where they want to go. Valtonen needs touches of the basketball. Jamal Wilson checks in. Always the important trip after the timeout. Get down the floor, put something on the floor that coach wants. Salin in the game, gives the inside touch. Exactly where they want the ball to go. Wilson open underneath, Salin on the inside out. They get the pick and pop action, is no good, and they settle again for the three. It's 0 for 12 from the three-point line for Finland. That's a nightmare number. Moves it on, inside touch. Lamstedt going to work, has it knocked away. Finland come up with the steal, but cannot control the basketball, but only 1.6 seconds left on the possession. So Sweden will have to go to the end line options for the quick release. The diamond action, they're going to try and throw in deep, and Wilson's going to be charged with the foul and the hold. That's excellent work by Hansen. Wilson with the wry smile, but there you can see wrapping the arm around Hansen, who really does sell it well. Just take away the screen access. Tremendous work by Wilson defensively. His body's all over the floor. The referee's going to have to stop that. They're right in the line of play. At fours, I think they just got tangled up in transition. That's a worry for both teams. Both Valtonen and Gadafor is important to their country's chances in the game here. There's the little tangle, nothing really. And I think it's one of those instances where you're treading on in each other's feet, slight roll of the ankle. I think they're going to get away with this one. I think they're both fine, just a little shaken, but not stirred. High pick and roll. Wilson comes off it, but comes off it soft on the reposition. Stops, takes the tough one. Offensive rebound is good for 2. Lindbom. Hard show on the screen. They go deep on the catch, though. Well, Biraganda. Sally gets in the lane, and the right decision, just the poor execution leads to the turnover. Sweden just don't turn the ball over regularly at all. Lowest number of turnovers in the last World Cup qualifying campaign across Europe. Turnover going the other way, though. Salin with the turnover. They're going to recycle. Kanson has it, looks to turn the corner, gets to the foul line, has to back out. Wilson again going to work at the defensive end. And kick, the open 3 is good. Cannot leave the man one pass away. And Sweden, with the momentum, have the 9-point advantage. It's hands off. Valtonen. Well, I hesitate to say sky hook, but the hook shot comes up short, but contact on the move to the hoop. There's the bump. And Lindbom will go to the free throw line. Moments like this, you know, Finland, it's not working for them from the perimeter. They want to play that way. They want to spread the floor, shoot the 3. If that's not working, you've got to find other ways to tick the scoreboard over. And Lindbom does a nice job going to the inside, drawing the contact, gets to the foul line. Coach Detman will be happy with the decision. Neither team will be disappointed with their defensive effort so far. Both teams are going to want more at the offensive end. Second is good, reduces the margin to 8. That's going to be called offensive. And that's 2 quick fouls on Hakasen. That's a big, big call for Sweden. So important to the whole way this team works. That the 2 quick fouls are not exactly what you need. Quick release out of bounds. Salin with a long 2, can't get it to drop. That's a rebound. Super job on the glass by Sharapovic. Kansen still in the game after picking up the quick 2. Middle penetration, far side of the ring, off the glass is good for 2. And Sharapovic, after coming down with a huge rebound, gets rewarded, takes it to the rack, gets the 2. Sashu Salin gets his feet set. Just cannot get it to go. Still 0 from the 3-point line. It's 0 for 14. Upstairs with the pass. And they sent the elevator to the wrong floor. Ball goes out of bounds. Sharapovic with the turnover. It's the 9th turnover for Sweden. Sweden averaged 9 turnovers in the... Oh, great pass. Wilson gets the easy 2. Defense turns their head. Wilson back cuts, easy 2. First points of the night for Jamal Wilson. Povic steps back, strokes the 3, is short. A Euro step for 2 is good. Timeout Sweden, nice little run. Capped by the 2 for Jan Tervonen. He gets the 2. Sweden take the timeout, they still lead by 6. Let's take a listen to the timeout.
Nästa, okej? Och Chris, och Tobbe, Johan. Chris kommer, right? Och boom, pick, right? Och sen så kommer Chris tillbaka. Hej! Hej, låt mig inte bara börja sätta press på oss och backa tillbaka. Ludde, pass till Tobbe! Du går ner där då. Okej? Okej, Tobbe tar det. Yes, press break först och sen går vi, okej? Bra, Tobbe och Ludde hjälper varandra med bollen. Okej? Hey, one to give. Ännu ge.
The Vichy Arena, get 14,000 people in here for when Sweden play ice hockey. There's well over 8,000 people in here at the moment, beginning to make some noise. They're going to call that offensive, and it looked to me as though the foul was, the moving pick was almost Jamal Wilson as opposed to Håkansson. Let's take a look. Again, he's going to spin. There's the clear out round the neck, and Wilson runs into his teammate, but the foul had already been called at that point. Sashu Salin. Or if you're a Finnish fan here, you know he's going to get going sooner or later. Spin off the glass for 2 is no good. And Sweden give it up through the air. The Finnish transition is again out of the top drawer. Salin's going to be called for the block. Tobias Borg being aggressive in transition. Sashu Salin, just that wry smile. Both teams in the penalty. There's the block. Borg on the 3-throw line. Good with the first. Chance to get it back to a 8-point advantage in a low-scoring game. Only 1 win for Sweden in the qualification for the World Cup in China. Had the win here at home, but managed to get a win by only scoring 59 points. Big win over Turkey, but scoring has been their issue. That's going to be offensive. Lindqvist. Poor decision on the drive. Jan Tervonen. Lindqvist was always there. And defense is definitely the master of this game at the moment. 26-18, 3.5 to go in the half. turn down the second screen. Again, defensive effort, tremendous work on the switch. They go double team in the block. And they're going to call the travel. That's great defensive effort. And they just one, the surprise. Two, then they had began to put it on the floor, which is not what he wants to do. Koponen into the half court. Every pass gets a little stuck for Finland. Deep three is off as well, and they still cannot get any return on their perimeter game. Little pick and pop. The three is short. That's great work on the glass. Shilipovic just contributes in every line of stack. Can't get the bank shot to go. Finland with a chance with 2:30 to go to eat into the 8-point lead in transition. Blocking foul. Struggling in the half court, try to score off your defense. Lindqvist picks up the personal. Third foul for him, and fouls will become an issue the way this game is being played. Lindqvist, the first man into a free foul situation. He sits. Meanwhile, Valtonen on the free throw line. Having a really nice season in the ACB for Manlessa and the Basketball Champions League. Hansen into the half court. Turn down, goes straight to the middle. Rovic gets stopped, goes inside. Oh, nice spin, watch out! Simon Briganda throws it down on the baseline. Goes to 6 personal, 3 from 4 from the field. Bonin, feet set, they're gonna call that offensive. There's the spin, with some attitude, throws it down. 9-point lead with the basketball. Puts it on the floor, gets to the lane, kicks wide open for three, short. Great work on the glass. Tobias Ball getting it done all over the floor. Arkansson steps back, deep three. Good from deep. (31-19). Finland pointless from beyond the three-point line. And Arkansson just underlines Sweden's lead at the moment with the big three. See, for me, defense is not the issue here for Finland. They've only given up 31 points. Arkansson has to make a huge play from deep for three. He's a great player, that's a great shot. But the defensive effort by Finland is exceptional at the moment. They just cannot get anything going at the offensive end. And they've just got to stay with it. They're too good a team to continue to shoot this poorly. And you've got to give Sweden some huge credit for their defensive effort. No open looks from deep for Finland. Sweden have been in hand up early in the eye line. It's the pressure that has led to the poor shooting performance by Finland. But at some point, it'll start to drop. So Sweden have to make hay while the sun shines. And that's what they're doing at the moment. 31-19 they lead, 1:20 to go in the first half. Turnaround jump shot in the block is no good. I'm not sure if a turnaround is the answer. They've got to become the aggressor. 31-19 and the basketball. Sweden trying to give themselves an advantage going into the half. Borg has it. A little bit of soccer with it, a little bit of football. 14-second reset for the home country, Sweden. Reflecting the emotion of coach Ludwig Durenas. The crowd are in it. Sweden with a huge opportunity right now to open up the World Cup campaign with the win. Defensive rebound. Chance to get at least 2 possessions here for Finland. They turn down the 3, penetrate, kick, step back from the 3-point line is no good. Great work on the glass. That's a huge rebound. Sepala will set the pull screen, then he doesn't roll. No good from deep again. And all the good work by Nenonen on the glass is not rewarded. Sweden holding for the last shot. Into the lane, off the glass is blocked. And Finland with 1 on it from the halfway line does not get any reward. And we reach the half. Sweden have been exceptional. Mark Hassan's been exceptional. And they lead this one 31-19 at the half. And Finland, for the first time I can ever remember, completely empty on the 3-point line. 0 for 16 for the Finns. They trail 31-19. Balanced scoring from Sweden. Both teams really taking good care of the basketball. Out of 4s, including that big baseline dunk, leads all scorers. And you'll notice no co-opponent, no Sashu Salin in the scorers for Finland. That's the story of the first half.
Jag tycker det är ganska bra tryck på läktarna. Hinner du njuta? Hinner du uppleva trycket?
Ja, absolut.
Well, these best plays are just going to underline everything we've been saying during that. A lot of emotion from Sweden. And the big man, Simon Brigander, has been a factor. Leads all scorers with 10. Has had 2 plays above the ring. And coach Digrenes has been like the 6th defender on the floor, living every moment. Not enough of this for Finland. Have been unable to get to the ring. Largely because their 3-point perimeter game, which is what they've based all the success they've had in recent years. They've made the finals of Eurobasket from 2011 onwards. Made the World Cup in Spain. And they have had real success. Salin, opponent on the perimeter, moving the basketball, playing at a tempo. But Hackinson has literally run the game in the first half. They only have him down for the 1 foul. What we thought were 2 quick ones, he split those fouls. So he only has the 1 foul. He's in really very, very good shape. Him and Tobias Borg in the backcourt have been just fundamental to how this Swedish team has the lead. Krzysztof Shabovic has been a real spark for them at the three. Not enough of Jamal Wilson, not enough of Finland sharing the basketball. Too much of trying to force plays and make actions happen, which is not their strength. There's the baseline spin to the throwdown, and that underlines what a half the Babylonian center. Still only 24. This team has got some years in it. So at the half, it's been an exceptional performance by Sweden. They lead it and are in control at the end of the first half.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Guys knock down shots. Tight out. Well, oh, nice pass. Oh, it's an alley-oop. Jokic makes it look so easy.
Yeah, everything makes it look easy. I'm glad we're getting to see this Jokic.
To Klaver. Klaver, nice bounce pass. Into Willie Hernan Gomez. Oh my words.
What a move. What a drive initially. Attack the basket, then the bounce pass came. Nice job by Klaver.
Gowrie. Back out to Ejan Ryan. Leads his man on the floor. And throws it down.
Off to the offensive rebound. Look at this move. Cannot just stand and get in that space.
Oh! Rui Hachimura! He just ripped through the ozone layer and pounded it home of Miles Turner.
Got to get it in. It's in. Mahika breaks through. Mahika to win it. He can win it. There's still time. There's still time. There was more than .1. They're celebrating. There's no timeout. There's no timeout.
Reno grabs the rebounds. Now to Provatola. Deck behind the back pass. Oh yes. Now we've come to play.
That's the play of the day so far. Behind the back from Deck.
Very effective.
Whitwell gets the crowd here in Shanghai. Who would I?
Just can't get it to drop. Tough movement for him so far.
That hang down to purely Abercrombie winning the ball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo with the response.
And you see what that means to him. He's had a tough week so far. It's not gone his way. But that dunk means everything to him. He's going to take his frustrations out on that ring tonight.
For general, almost 6 assists per game. Can also finish around the pass.
Behind the back pass to the lead by Campazzo.
That was incredible.
That could be the player of the quarterfinals coach. Campazzo has wasted no time showing the world what he's all about tonight.
Matthew, oh! Did you see that? Matthew throws it down. Well, 11 guys have taken the floor for Nigeria. 10 of them have scored. None as emphatically as that.
Is that a Nigerian poster?
Yeah, it is.
We have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
Okej, ska vi testa nu? Vänta, kan ni höja micken lite? Höj micken. Höj micken lite till. Okej, nu kör vi igång.
Ja, då ser vi att spelarna kommer tillbaka in här. Vi får ge Simon Wyman en stor applåd och beklagar.
Built on the defensive effort that Sweden put out there in that first half. Extended the defense, nothing easy on the perimeter, and have had to trust themselves one-on-one, and have done a super job at containing the ball. (31-19), 9:43 early in the third quarter. And Finland have just got to work their way through it. They don't have to make this 12 points up in one go. Here's Sashu Salin, look underneath. Inside touch. They're struggling to get anything open. Wow, there you go, wide open. Still short on the three. Great work on the offensive glass. Here's Valtonen comes up with that, gets a reset. Everything short, everything taken out of their rhythm. They have to settle for the tough one. That's a rebound by Valtonen. He just was, no way was he going to be denied on the glass. Interesting call this will be. He just was not going to be denied. Has to just work through the hold. Canson whip the hold. Oh, they're going to call it the other way. Off the down screen. Oh, behind the back as it goes up. Oh, what a finish. Clear stuff. Shevrapovic just puts on a clinic. Just big step. Draws contact. Will shoot the two. The immediate answer by Palmi, it will go to the free throw line. Sorry, it's not Palmi, it's Max Hooney. Adafors will be unhappy with the, just the foul was late. If you're going to stop the break for the act of the shot, would have sent him to the sideline. Finland tick it over. Finland, one of the most attractive teams in European basketball at the offensive end of the floor. 21 minutes into this game, have 21 points. That's Swedish defense, yes, but they've just taken this Finnish team out of any rhythm offensively. Savovic gives it up. Canson needs a pass, finds one. Drops it inside. Ganda inside out. The tough three from the corner is no good. That's a box out. Super job on the glass. Valtonen putting up some rebound numbers at the moment. Puts it on the floor, going baseline, gets deep, needs a pass. Desperately finds one. 10 on the possession, plenty of time. Maksuni, nowhere to go. Now we're down at 5. Valtonen gets to the far side of the ring, slips a little, doesn't get the drop. Beautiful follow, Sashu Salin. Finds a way to make a contribution. Cuts it to a 10-point lead. The high pick, hard show, a little too much contact, and Nolan picks up the personal. There you go. Sashu Salin just on the move before anyone else reacted. Comes up the offensive rebound. You've just got to find ways to get contribution across the floor, and that's exactly what Finland are trying to do here, toughing this one out when it's not really, it's not the way they love to play the game. They're just got to find a way to win. But Sweden, at the moment, still feel have control of the tempo. Håkansson puts it on the floor. Switch on the screen, try and deny. Povic goes up, blocked. Sashu Salin will advance the basketball. Finland trying to build on their defensive stop. Will hit the second side. Down the lane and kick. Salin wide open for three. It's short. Oh, my mortgage was going on that one going down. Just unbelievable stat line for Finland at the moment. Slices through, draws contact. Håkansson is having a game. Ludvig Håkansson. He's 25 now. He's built that experience in the ACB with Bilbao. At the moment, he is the man controlling this game, ably assisted by Tobias Borg. The backcourt is nice as a combination. The deep three is no good. Great work on the glass, but Reganda can't control it. And Finland will advance the basketball. Oh, great recovery. Borg just didn't quit on the play. Achuni puts it on the floor, gets to the lane. Little floater for two is good. And slowly but surely they start to eat into the lead. Great push. Oh, and one. Super push in transition against after the conceded hoop. And it's already released. Great control, takes the contact, gets it off the glass, kisses it softly. Jamal Wilson checks in. Salin will come back off that action. Inside, outside, feet set for three is no good. And it's a battle on the glass. Briganda comes down with a defensive rebound, and Sweden will push. But Håkansson gets them into the half court. Little float to the inside out, open three in the corner is short. And Sweden are missing an opportunity right now. They only lead by 11. And at some point, the lid is going to come off that hoop for Finland. Wilson faces up. They look high-low. Great defensive effort. Super work by Borg on the defensive end. Håkansson backs out, needs a pass, goes deep. Beautiful seal, can't get the finish. Great rotation, Finland with a chance to get it back to single digits. Salin will hit the corner. Deep catch, in traffic, poor finish, and fouls after the missed shot. Dolik has got to finish the play. Just has to finish this play. Catches deep. Donik just has to finish this play. Catches deep, in traffic, yes, but finish the play. Great effort by Victor Gadifors to double down. Finland already in the penalty with half the third quarter to go. It's a tough night at the office for Finland at the moment. Just to remind you, the top three from this Group C, as with all the group in the European qualifiers, will proceed to the second round and form another group, this time of 6, with the top 3 from one of the other groups in Europe. Europe looking to qualify 12 teams to the World Cup in 2023 in the Philippines, Indonesia, and Japan. And the FIBA World Cup just goes from strength to strength. What a competition it was in China. Spain delivering on their second gold medal at a world level. With so many stories coming out of the World Cup in China. And we're on day one of the World Cup qualifiers for 2023. The story begins today. And the first story for Sweden is they are 15 minutes away from an opening day win. Only one win for them in the qualifiers the last time around. A narrow win over Turkey. Big scalp, obviously, in world and European terms. Nothing like a local derby. Nothing like bragging rights with the neighbors to kick off your World Cup campaign in a really positive way. And momentum in these groups is just a tough thing. A super pass, super finish. Spires with a beautiful one-handed backdoor pass. And Ludwig Akassen just adds to an ever-increasing positive stat line. Wilson turns the corner, gets down the lane, in traffic, off the glass, gets nothing. Spires with a rebound, numbers down the floor. Sweden 4 on 3. Akassen hanging time for the pass. And it goes up off the glass. That's the way to run the break. Your big man gets deep, he gets rewarded, and they lead by 15. And this game at the moment is all yellow. Finland take the timeout, and they have a lot to talk about.
Hey! Hey! You gotta get fucking tougher! Where pussy's blown as you drive to the basket, you rip somebody's head off, or you get to the fucking free throw line!
It's obviously a really emotional time at any stage, so apologies for the language. It's great to have the microphone in the timeout. You heard so much, but the passion and the desire from the Finnish coaching staff. If you find that a little offensive, apologies. And if nothing else, it gives you an insight to the emotion of the moment. This is a super catch, super footwork to just seal off. And Simon Legenda, a 24-year-old, also in the ACB in Spain with to Badalona, responds to the urgings of Coach Durenes and just underlines a dominance that Sweden are beginning to impose upon Finland. This game is by no means over. Obviously, there's 14, nearly 15 minutes to go. Finland can, you'd never believe it looking at the stat line, but can score in a hurry. But they've got to hurry up. Otherwise, doesn't matter how quick they score, there will be no time at all. But Salin, surely he's going to get going. They try and space it. A lot of action. Penetration and kick. Open three is good. They get a made shot in the three-point column. And the veteran Sean Huff, the Helsinki Seagull, possibly an unlikely source when you look at the firepower they have in the backcourt, but gets the first three, gets it to a 12-point game. Now they need to stop. We're going to go in baseline. Goes back to the middle. Going to go with a jump hook. Doesn't get the roll. That's a rebound on the glass. Back up for two is no good. And ultimately, Salin gets it. Wilson in transition will push. Just about hangs on. Huff is fouled. Situation didn't look good for Sweden, so Pearson takes one for the team.
De Sverige för Sverige Johan Döberg och Adam Rosten.
Pearson takes no prisoners as he tried to fight over the screen. Sashu Salin takes ones to the throat. Three-on-two break. Pearson gets the roll. Good touch, super touch. The only issue, beautiful facility, is that the crowd seems so far away from these guys on the floor. Wilson puts it on the floor. Wheels and deals in the lane, doesn't get a drop. Had plenty of options, but chose to go up in with the tough one. Spires comes back to the right hand with a hook, doesn't get the drop. Sashu Salin has a lot more rebounds than points at the moment. Huff. Wilson. Rodriguez is the sixth man on the sideline. Wilson with a two is good. Just with a leaner runner for two for Wilson. And if Finland can get this into single digits at the start of the fourth, they'll feel very good about their chances in this game still. Extending the defense. Spires has to handle. Pearson down the lane, doesn't get the drop. Great work on the glass. Gadafor's led scorers at the half. He just wants to contribute. There's the shot. First man on the glass. Victor Gadafor goes to work. Rewarded with the foul being called. Great work on the camera. Clearly saw the hand across the arm. Two shots to increase the margin to 14. Just two to go in the third. First one doesn't drop. Just can't find space for Salin off the screen. Can't give him enough separation just to catch and shoot. They just need to find a way to get him going. Three is good. Palmi gets his feet set quickly on the quick cut back to the ball, cuts it to 10. Pearson is short with the three, drops into Wilson's hands. Momentum swing here. Wilson is fouled in transition. Much to the dismay of Jan Tunen. This Finnish lineup that's on the floor at the moment, Detman's trusted them if you want to tough this out. Down 10 with the ball, 1:26 to go in the third. But you feel a little swing here. A couple of made threes. Got the stops. Was 15, now 10. So Finland with an opportunity to build on some real positive outcomes in the last 2-3 minutes of this third quarter. 1:26 remain. Palmi will hand off. Wilson looking to break the defense down here. Faces up, crosses it over, gets to the glass, is blocked. And that'll go to Sweden. Big effort by Wilson to recover it. Beats the first man. Pearson comes, but then Spires comes late and gets a piece. Coach they're going to ask this. Oh! Spires salutes the thousands in the crowd. Gets out on the break and throws it down. 12-point margin for Sweden, and that momentum swing just swung straight back. Finland just working their way back here. Balmi needs a pass, drops it inside. So he tries to find an angle, goes up off the glass, gets his own rebound, powers back up, is blocked. It's the Nicholas Spires show in the last 2 minutes. There's the high ball screen. Big second step knocked away. Lamstedt picks up the loose ball. And now Lamstedt picks up the garbage. Back out to full team. And Coach Rugenas is living every moment. Finland trying to hold for the last shot, down to 7. Suni Huff with his little flare for 3, hits nothing. And I think that, to an extent, underlines Finland's night. Oh, that'll do it for quarter 3, and that'll do it for just a tremendous quarter of basketball by Sweden. Spires put a real exclamation mark under that third quarter. They lead it 47-33. Well, 2 for 24 from the three-point line. Just tells you the whole story for Finland. They'll often take as many threes as twos. It's their style of playing, but 2 for 24 is just a nightmare number. Well, here are those best plays of the third quarter. And Shirapovic really has, again, underlined. The only guy to score 20-plus points in the last World Cup qualification campaign for Sweden. Did it on 2 occasions. Finds ways to score. Well, that was the start of the Nicholas Spires highlight reel. The one-handed backdoor pass. Huff made the first 3 for Finland in the third quarter. That's Finland not hitting a 3 until quarter 3. Yeah, there's been some great defense by Sweden, but it's just been an atrocious night at the office for Finland on offense. And then Spires enjoys himself with the crowd. Well, don't forget, you can download the World Cup Qualifier app, the action, the stats, every piece of news you can want. Download it to your Android or onto your iPhone and enjoy and contribute. This is day 1 of the journey to the 2023 World Cup. Petr Kaponen starts the fourth quarter, and never has his country needed him as much as they need him right now. World Cup qualification, yep. Margin, all sorts of aspects to try and, if they're going to lose by as few as possible. Although there's plenty of time with the firepower this team normally has to get back in it. But also, there's that little matter of bragging rights in the region. Opponent comes off the screen, pick and pop, wide open for 3 is short. And they can't get a better look. Tremendous execution, and they just cannot knock down the 3. Arkansson, Spires lines up the 3, surely not. There's a battle on the glass. Spires is on the floor, keeps it alive. Finally, Huff's on it. Spires is on the floor again. What an effort. What an effort, Nicholas Spires. Hits the floor 3 times in the one phase. He's down, he's up. He's going to get back in this one again. Huge effort. That's what playing national team basketball in the World Cup's about. That's what it means. That's why you're watching this. That's why 8,000 people are in the gym. Sweden have a 14-point lead, 47-33. And that attitude and commitment is part of the reason why. Huff will inbound. Finland, can they match that? And can they get something going from the perimeter? Sweden just everywhere in the half court. Otto puts it on the floor, goes up, little hang time off the glass for 2. And Turner says there's 9 minutes left here. We're not going anywhere. Kenson kicks, pops. The 3 is good. Sherepovic in acres of space in the corner, just drains the 3. But again, Ludwig Håkansson just pulled all the strings, the answer of 3. All of a sudden, Finland can knock down that 3, cut it back to 12. But they need stops right now, 8.5 to go. Foul on the plate as Maxuni picks up the personal. There's plenty of time as we get a replay of the made 3 from the corner. Took no time in getting the ball released. Borg gets a little separation, drains the 2. They'll go back for a reposition on the pick. That's going to be offensive. The way that the FIBA officials have tried to clean up the ball screen, this is a great example of it. Too late on the screen. But the effort by Ludwig Håkansson just underlines what Sweden have done throughout this game. The desire to run their defensive rules around that pick, forcing the offensive foul. Sashu Salin checks in. I think it's a little now or never time for Finland, not necessarily to get all this back in one go, but Koppanen and Salin have to get going. If they can get going, 12 points disappears in a moment. Nice handle. Anderson steps back off the one leg and just puts an exclamation mark under a phenomenal performance. Little Dirk Nowitzki-like too. The wraparound, is fouled as he attacked the closeout. Jan Turnen, one of the few bright sparks and bright moments on this finished performance so far. Spires for the first time in a long time. A little, should we say, a little sloppy defensively. He steps out. That's a contribution off your bench. That's how you need your bench to play. Salin. Oh. Well, just to remind you, this is by no means over. Salin just manufactures the three. 7 to go, 13-point game. Borg takes it, oh, nice little pass inside out. And attack to close out for 2. Against it again with a super decision. Don't need the 3. I'll get my feet set for a shot I must take thousands of times every single week. Shapovic picks up the personal. Or did he? No, they traveled before the foul was called. Håkansson turns down the ball screen, shows a little handle, gets to the lane, swivels, turns and drops the two. It really will look like throwing it in the ocean for him at the moment. Whatever he tries, just looks superb. Opponent answers with three. Finally finished basketball arrives in Stockholm. They go upstairs. Bounced it on the baseline, did Briganda. Ambitious pass, but he managed to corral it in, but had no space to play. Nice pass, easy two. And scoring that was so difficult for Finland for 3 quarters is all of a sudden becoming easy enough that they could think about getting right back in this. Sweden take the timeout. Great job by coach Degernas to call the timeout. Ludwig Degernas to maybe not calm things down, because I don't think Sweden need to calm things down, but just refocus. Let's take a listen.
Vi crossmatchar er i deepen. Du tar koppelen. Du går till position 4. Okej? 55 är Chris. Det är 55 i Chris. Okej? 5 tap. Okej, spelar. Viktor, hopp. Låt Tobbe spela. Ja, Tobbe spelar. Ludde här. Backdoor. Hopp, Chris. Hand off till Tobbe. Eller hur? Simon, Ludde sätter. Vi attackerar därifrån. Viktor går till hörnet. Mycket tid kvar. Tålamod. Men vi måste fortsätta vara aggressivt. Kom igen, kör vi. 1, 2, 3.
So Finland show pressure up the floor. 14-point margin, just over 5 to go. Still time, they need some stops, and they need some quick stops. There's one, Huff comes up with it. Koponen brings, looks inside, drops it inside. I think they're gonna call the foul. Briganda tried to lose the contact, but well, there's a little hold, there's a little block, but yeah, I think Briganda has a little case there that didn't really get the rub of the green, should we say. Koponen stops and pops the 2, and sweet from deep. Pintoni Koponen gets the 2. Back to 10. Here come Finland. And when they come in a hurry. And Sweden can't just protect what they have. Borg is fouled at the halfway line. Poor decision. Harry Sepala. He's going towards the halfway line. You don't foul there. Job defensively, everybody's in the passing lane. Down to 5 on the possession. Well, they somehow make the pass. Håkansson for 3. Oh. What a game. That's Borg that time for three. That backcourt combination has just been exceptional. Exceptional for Sweden. Briganda blocks. As good a team performance by Sweden as you could hope to see. Obviously, if you're a Swedish fan. Koponen looks for a little space, finds the open three, is short. Salin drops the three. And now Finland refused to go away. A stop and a score in single digits. Akensen will try and use as much of this shot possession as he can. Fills the double team at the halfway line. Turns it over. Salin in the corner needs it. They're going to take the easy two. 8-point game. Timeout Sweden. It's still there for Finland. 3:35 to go in the game. They trail 8. Timeout Sweden.
Okay. Viktor, ta upp bollen!
Vi kan inte göra för mycket handoff-grejer nu.
Nej, vadå?
De deniar varenda handoff, de slår, vi tappar bollen. Bättre grejer.
Okej.
Jag kör in och så tänker vi.
Okej. Hopp! Tobbe, stanna hörnet. Viktor! Kan vi slå en handoff? Det vill här, handoff här. Viktor till Tobbe! Hopp! Simon, bara här. Ludde strong side. Chris här. Kan vi gå till den här? Om Viktor har bollen, då går du dribble handoff till Ludde eller Tobbe. Och så får vi corner spread. Är vi med?
Alla måste ge passing laser hela tiden.
Nej, nu håller vi det här. Simon!
Well, the one thing that Finland needed more of is Sashu Salin or Koponen dropping perimeter jump shots. But while they've been struggling, Tobias Borg and Ludvig Akansson have been running the show here. 3:35 to go, 8-point game. Finland up the floor. Got a force will advance the basketball. Huff tries to make things happen down the lane. He's going to kick to the corner. Wide open for three. Is no good. They keep it alive, though. Super job by Briganda to keep that alive. To the corner. Wide open. They ring it out. Had a look. Didn't fancy dropping. Sabala in the half court. Doesn't get the ball screen he wanted. Salin, no, drops the big three. Game on. Sweden have to be aggressive. They cannot just try and protect what they have. Akansson stops, pops, drains it. Oh! Oh, Ludvig Akansson has taken his team on his shoulders tonight. Salin wanted the foul, defensive rebound. And where does the ball need to be? In the hands of Ludvig Akansson. Down the lane, watch out, easy two. An assist away from a double-double. 18 points, 9 assists. He chips in with 3 rebounds. Has an efficiency rating at 20. Finland, one last throw of the dice. They trail 10, still 2:19 to go. And there's more than enough time because Sashu Salin has developed a very hot hand in the last couple of minutes. That's down the middle, little finger roll. It doesn't matter how many angles. If you're a Swedish fan, you're never going to tire of watching that. Akansson. This for me though, that shot. Salin had made 3. He's just announced that he is not going to let this slip away from Sweden's grasp. In the prime, Ludvig Akansson, 6 from 8 from 2-point range, 9 assists, as I say, an assist away from a double-double. Wherever you look, there's a yellow shirt, and there's a yellow shirt proudly worn. Salin goes inside. Gonna pop him. That's off 3 screens. Wide open in the corner. Gets the flyby. Is fouled. Oh, did they just call it out of bounds? No, he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line, get this back to single digits. Good effort, though, to recover. Sherapovic forced him, chased him off the 3-point line, asked him to earn it from the free throw line. I mean, Sashu Salin, 83% free throw shooter. These are normally in the bank, in the book. And as soon as you say they're normally in the book, he comes up and blows it. Foul called. We'll take, there's only the 14th foul there. They still had 1 to give before that. Dangerous for Finland here. If they push hard to get back in the game, they could end up losing 15, 16 points. They want to keep looking for the win. They won't be playing the margins in game day 1. Akansson has it, shakes a little move, backs out, 10 on the possession. Short roll. Simon Bligander, one of those guys that's been inspired by Akansson. Great decision. And all of a sudden, the team that couldn't stop scoring threes has finally rediscovered it as Sabala gets the deep, deep 3. Over the outstretched hands by Simon Bligander on the switch. Eight-point game. Stop crucial right now for Finland. Well, they allow the inbound. Trying to take some time out of the last minute and a half of the game. And then there's a poor foul. But however poor the foul is, Ludvig Akansson reads the situation, draws the contact. And Turner picks up the personal. And Turner. Akansson on the 3-throw line. His first free throws of the night, surprisingly. This to re-establish the double-digit lead. This to so this mentally puts such a different complexion on the margin. Double digits. Tough finish. Finland up the floor. What they wouldn't give for a stop. Bligander shows a little handle, gets it off. They're going to get deep in the clock again. It's great game management here. Needs a pass, extra one. They're going to attack it. That's a blocking foul. with 0.9 on the clock. And you can't show better end game management than that. Sweden trying to ice the game now. Try and win by as many as you can. Don't forget, it's group play. Points difference could and often does become a huge factor. A double-digit win for Sweden would be a super way for them to start. Well, the effort's still there. Tremendous, tremendous effort by Jantunen. Just would not be denied. End line possession, 32, well, pretty much 33 seconds. Gotta let it go. Quick catch and release is short. Defensive rebound again. The Bruganda has had a huge game. Now Finland are going to try and have to limit this now. They need a stop. A stop and a potential score to make this a manageable number when the final places in the group are worked out. Wow, the party's going to begin in Stockholm. It's only game day one, but as we've said, momentum can be a big, big factor in groups, in qualification. Detman knows this. Tovi knows this. Finland are taking the time out because they want to try and get this to single digits. Salin's 12 points have all come late in the game. Too late, too little. In recent history, Finland have been a regular qualifier for Eurobaskets. It's not where Sweden have been every time. Haven't qualified for Eurobasket since 2013, Sweden. So the impact of Mard keeping the score tight is important. There's confirmation of Akansa's double-double, 20 and 10. He's had just a phenomenal night. Led his team, not just in those two stats category, but just in leadership on the floor has been exceptional. Tremendous performance by the Bilbao guard. They throw to the far side. Salin waits, puts it up, doesn't get it to go. And Sweden will celebrate as they secure the win, 72-62, to get their World Cup qualification campaign off to the perfect start. Super team performance, contributions across the roster. And as you build momentum through qualification, starting with a win can be so, so big. Well, Finland, when they review this one, will look back at the 0 for 15 or so, 16, I think, at the half from the three-point line. Here are those numbers on the game. 22% for Finland against the 32. Shot 36 threes, more threes than two. That is the way they play. 16 assists. It's tough to have more than 10 assists when you shoot so poorly. Hakanson with 20 points. Gerfors chipped in with 14. Shipovic with 12. That's a good performance. And here are those best plays. Little shake and bake, as they say. As Shipovic went down the lane for 2. Finland never, ever, even when they started to make the threes, looked like a team that had established some rhythm and felt good. You got to credit the defense that Sweden put on the floor for that. But when Salin started to knock down the threes, we had a game. And Sweden did a super job in controlling tempo. Huff with the first of the threes. You thought that might have ignited an offense that had been stagnant throughout the game to that point. But this man, Nicholas Spires, had some other ideas. His emotional impact with the dunk, the full-length dive to recover possession of the basketball, the one-handed assist. He had a marvelous 3-minute moment. And here is that last of those, the dive to keep it alive, and the reaction with the crowd. Swedish national team at 1 with the fans. But when the dust settles on this one man, Ludvig Hakanson is going to stand out. Tikkaponen came to play a little bit towards the end, but everybody was overshadowed by Hakanson. Ably assisted by Tobias Borg in the backcourt. But this 3, after Salin had made a 3, just put the final nail in Finland's coffin. And then down the lane for 2. Ludvig Hakanson was just a different level. The story of the game in one man's hands. Tremendous performance by the whole of that Swedish team. And what an effort fan-wise. Big numbers in the stadium. It's great to have the atmosphere. Nothing beats it. So here is the results from Group C. Sweden get the win. Later today, Croatia and Slovenia will face off in that Balkan heavyweight clash. What a group this is, and that's a great way for Sweden to start.